Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you my reaction to the first episode of Star Wars, The Book of Boba Fett. I know I'm a little late to this. Episode 2 actually just came out today, so I'm probably going to be watching these back to back. I have not seen this. I actually have not even been spoiled, which is surprising, I'm sure. Yeah, I've just been putting this off for a while. I was out of town last weekend, and with the recent launch of the new finalizer server for SWGEMU, taking up most of my time in addition to the holidays, New Year's and everything, I just haven't gotten around to doing this yet. So I'm sure most of you have already seen this. I'm sure most of you might have even watched other reactors already react to this. But yeah, it's going to be my first time viewing. Now, some of you may have also watched my reactions to the Mandalorian series. I am going to be doing things a little bit differently this time around. Primarily, I don't plan on doing the YouTube edits that I did for Mandalorian. It just took, it was way too much work. Like, it would take me anywhere from 4 to 5 hours to edit and upload, to record, edit, and upload one episode. And the episodes ended up getting like less than 300 views each. So it just, it wasn't worth the amount of time for me to put into doing it. So I'm sorry if you guys were ones that liked those edited versions. Unless, leave a comment down below if you were one of the people that watched those and liked those videos. But instead, what I'm going to be doing this time around is the full-length reactions that I did for the Mandalorian, only on Patreon. I'm going to be doing those for the Book of Boba Fett. So, I'm going to be doing at least the first episode available to everybody, and I might end up doing the whole series just public to everybody, but the issue is, like, most of this, unless you queue up a copy of the video or a copy of the episode yourself to launch with me, you're not going to see any of the episode in this video, so I'm going to have it blocked in the corner. The reason I'm having it blocked in the corner and not just full screening my face is because that way I at least have the footage down the road. If I do end up wanting to do edited versions of this, I'll have the option to do that. But as of now, it's just a little bit too much work for me to be willing to put in. I'm sorry, but let's be honest. My Mandalorian reactions were not very popular. So, to make it easier on myself, we're going to do things this way, at least for now. We'll see how it goes. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. In addition to that, I am going to include a link in the timestamp, or a timestamp in the video description, that if you don't even want to sit through this reaction and you just want to jump to the end and hear my thoughts on the episode, you could do that too. So click that down below if you don't care about actually sitting through the whole episode with me. But if you do want the full experience of watching the Book of Boba Fett with Mobius1, this is good for, I can't talk. This is going to be for you. Anyway, with that out of the way, I am going to, if these end up being on Patreon, the link to my Patreon's in the video description. I offer options as low as $1 a month, which is nothing. A lot of other YouTubers have minimums of like $5 a month. So for $1 a month, you will have access to this entire series, as well as early access to this series, even if it does end up being public. You'll get access to all my full-length Mandalorian reactions if you haven't seen those, and you also get early access to all of my weekly gaming uploads. As of right now, that's Bounty Hunter, which also involves Jango Fett, coincidentally, and Halo Infinite, which is going to be more than once a week. I don't really know how I'm handling it. I'm just kind of posting those videos whenever I can. But in the future, there'll be other things as well. So let me know, or check the video description for that. Look, I can't talk. I've been waiting a week to watch this. We're going to watch it. I'm queued up at 0 seconds right now. So if you want to watch it with me, open this in a different web browser on another device. Queue it up, episode 1 of Book of Boba Fett at 0 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Lucasfilm. Making sure all my settings are set. Looks good. Okay. Still love this intro. I actually did see another YouTuber copy this intro. They didn't steal it exactly, but they took this whole idea of like the helmets with the blue and the red lightsaber flashes, and I think they made their own 3D models. It was a really cool YouTuber intro. It's Jabba's palace, Tatooine. You guys, from my Mandalorian reactions, know I'll try to do my best to balance how much I talk and when I talk with what's going on screen. I'm going to try not to talk over anybody, but you guys are here to watch my reaction. Interesting horizontal back to tank. We saw Luke in a vertical one. It was very Super Saiyan, like Dragon Ball Z. These flashbacks. Oh, maybe he's remembering. Yeah, he's remembering what it was like growing up in the clone vats on Kamino. That's cool. It's him as a kid. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's disgusting. So here we are. We're in the Sarlacc. Ugh. Stormtrooper? That's interesting. Why would a stormtrooper be in there? There were no stormtroopers at the in Return of the Jedi there. But I guess the Empire was on Tatooine, so that could make sense. That's also weird. Why would he need his oxygen? I don't know how smart that was. What if the gas, like, or what if there was like some sort of fumes in there that were explosive? That's funny. Also, I like how the sand is sticking to his armor because of the mucus or whatever. That's a good touch. But that reminds me of Patton Oswalt's filibuster. If you guys have seen Patton Oswalt's filibuster on Parks and Recreation, you know what I'm talking about. That's exactly what that was. I like the music too. Very Mandalorian-esque. So that's Jabba's sail barge destroyed in the background. A sandcrawler. Oh, Jawas. Oh, they're going to take his armor. Because we know, what's his name from the Mandalorian had his armor. Vansk or something. They think he's dead. Ooh. Damn. Left for Dead twice. Sand people? I thought sand people always traveled single file to hide their numbers. What happened to his head? What the hell was that? Oh, there we go. Now they're traveling single file. That makes more sense. Dude, I can't believe Tamara Morrison agreed to do this. I wonder how old he is. he's got to be a real Star Wars fan to agree to come back and do this. Okay, music. Dude, just let them drag you at this point. Yeah, there you go. It's a roll over. Enjoy the ride. Here we go. The Book of Boba Fett. Stranger in a Strange Land. I like this theme. He looks like shit. Is that a child? Oh, look, he doesn't have an actual gaffy stick. He has a stick. So all the children have sticks. Oh, that's cool. Excuse me. Is that the frickin' Predator? The one on the left looks like the Predator. Oof. Okay, cool. So we're gonna be getting... I see. We're getting, like, flashbacks. Ooh, a Rhodian. Is that a... Mastiff? I don't remember if there's a T in that name. It's a dog-type creature. I think it's a Mastiff. Hey there, buddy. I like how you can see the genuine concern in the Rhodian's expression. Look at that. That's good. Ooh. Oh, nice. Nice. But what do you even do? What? What are you doing? Oh, you're done, dude. Where are you even gonna go? Even if you get away, like, why are we focusing on this kid? They're gonna watch him kill their pet. That's a well-trained pet to respond to a stick in the sand. Oh, dude, this is so cool. I'm getting some serious Last Samurai vibes. So we have the children with the sticks instead of the actual gaffy sticks. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yo. Oh my god, this is totally Last Samurai. Because when we introduce or when we meet Boba Fett in The Mandalorian, what's he used to beat up the stormtroopers with? A freaking gaffy stick. So he's gonna like adopt their ways and become one of them. Okay. This is straight out of The Last Samurai. Oh. Okay. I'm wondering, is this a female? I'm wondering if because of the hair, this is a female. Or if that's just decorative. Back to the Bacta, yeah. Okay, so this has to be in the future. Yeah, okay, that's Fennec. So he's still pretty effed up. So how far in the future is this is the question. Okay, so this is after yeah. This is after Mandalorian season 2 because he has his armor back. Yes. This was the post-credit scene from Mandalorian season 2. Ooh. A Wookiee pelt. Of course. Mos Espa. I didn't I didn't think May. I feel like I know him. I have so many questions. I like this guy. So, okay. So they're near... I didn't think Jabba's palace was near Mos Espa. I, I I tend to agree. This could easily backfire. No way is this Mos Espa. This has to be Bestine or Mos Entha. No, this has to be Bestine. Mos Espa. We saw Mos Espa in episode 1. It was not this big. Dude, there's so much in the background. Oh, this is the Boston Dynamics robot. That's funny. Max Rebo survived? Dude, it's the same Cantina song. It's just, made more tropical. Dude, it's the same Cantina song. That's hilarious. Also, that was the Star Tours droid dealing cards. Dude, there's so much. Yeah, look, that's the Star Tours droid. Twi'leks. Twi'lek slaves. There's so much in this scene to dissect. Holy crap. Who is this now? This isn't the mayor. Okay. So she just owns this place. Okay, so maybe if this is Mos Espa... New Republic credits. If this is Mos Espa, at least they acknowledge it's a long journey. Where are your Gamorreans? Oh, snap. Hello. Yeah, not smart. Oh, all the money. Take the helmet. Why wouldn't you take the helmet? These vibro lances. That's pretty cool. Or electro lances, I guess. Trying. I don't recognize their uniforms. There we go. Okay, so who are these guys hired by? Damn. You know, their uniforms actually are a little familiar. They remind me of a figurine from the old Star Wars miniatures game by Wizards of the Coast. I'm going to have to look that up at the end of this and see if I can find it. Oh, snap. He dead. Oh, damn. He's still fucked up. Parkour! Parkour! Yeah, this is some Assassin's Creed shit right here, which is ironic because Ubisoft is working on a Star Wars game. Are we going to see some Star Wars Creed? This basically could be a trailer for it, for all we know. Nice. They had to show that done 3 times. They've got face paint on. I'm really curious. I'm going to have to look them up. No, take his flamethrower off. Don't put him in there with the bracers. Okay. Flashback time. Okay. The Mastiff is following. Do the rest of them know that this kid is just leading their prisoners into the desert? And how's this Rhodian fit into all this? Water. Is that a swoop gang? I saw swoops. Gang symbol? They're like spray painting a gang symbol on the wall. So they stole water from this guy. Is that the same group that we saw later? Probably not, because this is a flashback. Dig for water? Wait. Are these bowls? Or are they like seeds? These have to be like water seeds or water capsules or something. Because nobody would like bury bowls of water in the desert. So that's interesting. Oh, that's fucked up. I like that they keep showing the twin suns, though. It's a nice reminder of where we are. He just chilling. Hmm. Sleemo. I think, from what I know of Tatooine's geography, Anchorhead is closer to Jabba's palace. Well, see, we don't know where they are. I was gonna say Anchorhead's closer to Jabba's palace than Mos Espa, but he's not at Jabba's palace yet. He got drug away. What is this? Some sort of fossil? This better not be a crate dragon. Oh shit! That's not a crate dragon. What the hell is this? What? Godzilla? Oh. Okay, so the Rhodian's a red shirt. What the hell is this thing? Ooh. Oh, he's dead. He just got his neck snapped. Oof. Oh, that's cool. He walks like a Lionel from Breath of the Wild. And this is where Boba Fett saves the kid. I have no idea what creature this is. Cut off its head? Oh yeah, the Rhodian's dead. What about the rest of the creature? That's a lot of meat. And just like that, he's earned the respect of the clan. Why are they patting him? He didn't do shit. He's got to hand him the water. Yep. Oh, is that the end? That's the end. Wow. Okay. Oh, I like how they do the same concept art at the end that they did in The Mandalorian. Very cool. All right, so that was episode 1 of the Book of Boba Fett. It was pretty good for a first episode. I mean, obviously, it's really just setting up what we're gonna, the story for the rest of the series. I'm sure we haven't even met all the characters. We haven't met the mayor. I thought at first that female Twi'lek that him and Fennec went to meet was the mayor of Mos Espa, but I remember the delegate or the major domo that went and paid tribute was referring to the mayor as he. So I imagine that she is not. She probably just owns whatever cantina or establishment that they went to was. I find it interesting that they were in Mos Espa because, I mean, I don't think there's ever been like an official map of planetary surfaces printed. I mean, maybe in some book talking about planets, they might have like shown like, oh, this is a map of Tatooine, but even those are probably non-canon. The map that I'm most familiar with is the map of Tatooine from Star Wars Galaxies. I can put it on the video right here if you're not familiar with it. So you have Jabba's palace is located down here in the southwest corner. Mos Espa is all the way up here to the north. Now they mentioned, Boba Fett mentioned to the Rodian that if they escape, they could have gone to Anchorhead. Anchorhead's right here. But what's interesting is we've seen Mos Espa in episode 1. That's the city that Anakin's from. And we've seen aerial shots of it, and it was nowhere near as big as it was in this show. That's why I thought for sure that they were visiting Mos Eisley. Or not sorry, not Mos Eisley, Bestine, which is located on the map here, which is actually the capital of Tatooine. Which would make sense because of how large it appeared. But I mean, I guess a lot of time has passed since Phantom Menace to now, so it's possible that Mos Espa has simply grown into like a sprawling metropolis. But that's still kind of interesting. When it comes to those assassins that ambush them in the street, I swear I've seen that outfit before. At first, I thought it was from the Wizards of the Coast Star Wars miniatures game, so I actually went and looked up a list of every mini that was made for that game, and I went through the whole list. Maybe I missed it, but I couldn't find any that looked like that. Then I was thinking maybe it reminds me of one of the enemies in the Jedi Academy game. So I reinstalled Jedi Academy just now, went in there and looked around at the skins that you could pick for multiplayer, and it wasn't in there either. So I don't know. This is really interesting that these that like maroon jumpsuit with like the silver chest plates that go over the shoulders, like that looked familiar to me, but I don't remember where I've seen it before. So hopefully that comes back, or we can find out who those guys were working for, and maybe it ties into something neat from, I guess, like Legends or some expanded universe, something. But maybe not. Maybe it's just a whole, new rival gang or something. Who knows? I do think the Tusken, Last Samurai, kind of like, oh, he's a prisoner of war, or not, I guess in this case, not a prisoner of war, just kidnapped, and is going to observe them and prove himself worthy, and I guess maybe even be trained in their ways and adopt the gaffy stick as a weapon. I think that's very interesting. It also shows that Dave Filoni had this shit planned out way in advance, because Boba Fett used the gaffy stick in Mandalorian. I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. Dave Filoni should have been in charge of the Star Wars sequel trilogy, because the way he plans ahead and does callbacks and tie-ins and stuff is just amazing. He's a phenomenal writer, and honestly, because he's once again in charge of this, I'm really looking forward to this whole series. I think it's about time Boba Fett got like an actual reason to be such a badass character, because everybody's loved him, but like we haven't really had a real reason why. But hopefully this does it. Also, before you comment, yes, I know, I'm sure there are plenty of books and comics about why Boba Fett was awesome. I'm talking about just like, on-screen stuff. That creature at the end of the episode, no idea what it is. I haven't tried looking up to see if it has a name or anything like that yet, but that it wasn't a crate dragon, and it's nothing that I can think of. There aren't any games that I can think of that would be from, but maybe. I don't know. It looked very much like I don't know, like the Swamp Thing or Godzilla or something. Like it looked like an 80s horror movie monster in the face, like the head part. The body was totally unique though. That's very interesting. So I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out what that is later. Maybe it was just some unique design for a monster that they came up with. Maybe it was a old thrown away concept art, because I know Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have been pulling ideas from old Star Wars concept art and using them in their work. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was an old concept art for like a Rancor or something that never got used, so they decided to use it for this. That would be interesting. If you guys know what that was, leave a comment. I'd be happy to hear about it. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, it was neat to see the Trandoshan offering the Wookiee pelt as tribute, seeing as how Trandoshans are Wookiee slavers. That was a nice touch, attention to detail. The fact that he's got 2 Gamorrean guards that are going to be like his bodyguards is interesting. We saw them come in kind of clutch in this episode, but I have a feeling Gamorreans, I mean, they said in the episode that they were loyal to their boss, but I wonder if they were offered like money, if they were paid off to turn on him, if they would do that. I also like the dynamic between Boba and Fennec. However, we saw a couple times in this episode that Fennec is a little more ruthless and has a little bit different of an idea of how to rule than it seems Boba does. We saw her offer to kill the mayor's major domo, and then she was talking about how fear could be a useful tool. And then Boba had to remind her to capture one of the guys alive as she started chase after them. So that's the rule of 3 right there. It seems to me like they may be setting up a future backstab / betrayal where Fennec and Boba just disagree on how things should be run, and Fennec stabs him in the back somehow. Maybe by using the Gamorrean guards if they're more loyal to her than to him because she projects more strength than he does. So I don't know if that's where they're going with this, but I'm getting my prediction in early just in case. But yeah, I think that's all there is to say about this. I have a feeling we're going to be spending most, if not all of our time on Tatooine. I would like to venture out into other worlds, maybe even see Nal Hutta. That would be cool, considering he's taken over Jabba's throne. It would be really, really awesome to see, or even Nar Shaddaa. Yes, if we could branch out and go to either Nal Hutta, which is the homeworld of the Hutts, or Nar Shaddaa, which is the moon of Nal Hutta, which is like a floating casino crime infested planet. Like, that would be really, really dope. We haven't seen either of those locations in live action. We have seen Nal Hutta, I think, in Clone Wars, but I don't know if we've ever seen Nar Shaddaa. We've seen Nar Shaddaa's been in plenty of Star Wars games, but I don't know if we've ever seen it even in any animated episodes. It's been a long time since I've watched Clone Wars, so if somebody's more familiar, feel free to leave a comment and remind me if we've ever seen Nar Shaddaa before. But I would love if this series were to go to Nar Shaddaa. Seeing a live-action representation of Nar Shaddaa would be perfect, and I know Dave Filoni would do it right. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. As a reminder, I don't know if I'm going to be posting all of these to YouTube. I might keep them as Patreon-specific content just because that's what I've done with my full-length reactions in the past. Let me know in the comments if you plan on watching more of these, because if I get enough people saying that they would enjoy watching these full-length reactions, maybe I'll just post them all to YouTube. But again, my Patreon is only $1 a month, so if you guys want to show your support to the channel, I would really appreciate it. It helps me know that that the time that I take watching and recording these, and ultimately editing, maybe not this series specifically, but my other series, you guys appreciate it. Especially since I've been foregoing ad revenue on a lot of my series lately. Like, I haven't been muting music in Bounty Hunter or Halo. So a lot of the ad revenue that I would be getting from those videos is otherwise being blocked. So I do really, really appreciate all of you who have shown your support on Patreon. But even if you don't want to show your support on Patreon, I love reading your comments and appreciate the likes on the videos. So that's going to be it for this. For now, here's looking forward to a really interesting series. And yeah. I think it's time to watch episode 2. So, thank you guys for watching. Mobius1 here. I'll see you next time.